Hi, I hope you're well and that you're blessed and highly favored. Joan Bigaba is my name. I work with Vine Pharmaceuticals Unlimited. Yes, and I'm a lead trainer at Vine Pharmaceuticals Limited. Vine Pharmaceuticals is a multi pharmacy and we give value with values. We believe that. We believe, and something we live by is that we can't give you medication that we can't give our own child. So we our quality is really our brand promise. Okay, so quality product and quality product, by the time we give you a product, we're really sure of its quality and it's gotten through the right way. Okay, so like I said again, today we're looking at chocolate. Women love chocolate, and we're looking at a special chocolate for women. Women love chocolate, and we're looking at a special chocolate for women. It's called Q7 chocolate for women. So story time. One time we were having a class, and since I train, so during the training, for us in Vine, it's a culture that we usually give good news. We usually say good things that God has done for us. And someone told us Kameza money increased. Kameza is Luganda, for those that may not know, for like the money. For like the money the spouse was giving, which could be like a daily allowance, had increased. Why? And so we were like, wow, anointing. Everyone was tapping, because man, like let's get that anointing. So later on, she's like, you guys, let me tell you, I took this Q7 chocolate for women, and I don't know, it really worked. It was really so amazing, and yeah, and hubby really appreciated. So Q7 chocolate for women, as you can hear from that story, is a chocolate that married couples can take. A husband can buy for the wife, and a woman can buy it for herself. What does it do? So we're going to look at what it contains and what it does, but it helps women with sexual function. So the moment she took the Q7 chocolate, something changed, and then Kameza money increased. Yeah. Okay, for those that might be offended, but no, really, it really improved their relationship, and they're really doing better. And we have like very many of those testimonies that come from these products that we are teaching you about and that we are selling. These are products that really work. And so she was amazed that out of the blue, like the care, the money increased. But remember, the number one need for men is usually number one, which is sex. Number one, we call it number one. We call it sex. So it's a need for men. Men need to have sex, and they are happy when they are able to get sex from their wife, and good sex. So Q7 chocolate for women is going to help us in that way, and then help us improve the sexual function of a woman. So what does it contain? Q7 chocolate contains, it's from Turkey, so it's from Europe. It contains chocolate itself. It contains seker, which is sugar. So the words are written in Turkish, but I'm giving you their English versions because since we are an English speaking country. English is our official language. So we have sugar, it has vegetable oils, it has coconut milk, chocolate coconut milk, so chocolate, cocoa milk in form of cocoa milk. It has skimmed milk. It has lecithin. It has salt. It has sesame seeds. It has ginseng. It has epimedium extract and ginger. So let me repeat again. It has glucose, which is sugar. It has vegetable oils. It has chocolate. It has skimmed milk. It has sesame seeds. It has ginseng, epimedium extract, which is honey goat wheat, and then ginger. So we all know that sex is an exercise, right? Okay, if you didn't know, now you know. So when you do exercises, you usually utilize a lot of your glucose, so your blood glucose levels can go down. So I'm starting with the very first thing that it contains, the sugar. So sex sex is an intensive thing and it requires energy, and the biggest source of energy that we need is sugar or glucose. Sugar being a simple, what we call a simple sugar, is a simple carbohydrate, and a simple carbohydrate can easily be digested and released into the bloodstream to be used as energy. So sugar is a simple carbohydrate. It being a simple carbohydrate means that it can be absorbed easily and then released into the bloodstream to produce energy that is required, because sex is like an exercise. It's vigorous. It's energy intensive. It takes a bit of energy. Just sex, just like jogging, aerobics, really can lower your blood glucose levels. So you need to take in this chocolate that will help to provide the required energy in a short period of time, since it easily will cross over into the bloodstream, and it will provide energy in the shortest period of time. But also, the after effects of sex, whereby sex usually lowers the glucose levels will be able to remain up. So that's the function of the first ingredient. So then the next ingredient is milk chocolate. So milk chocolate helps with uh, milk chocolate. Chocolate has active ingredients. Chocolate is a great source of theobromine and phenethylamine. Theobromine and phenethylamine. Those are like the active ingredients in chocolate. And what does it do? Phenethylamine helps to release the endorphins. So endorphins are hormones that the body generates during sex that make you feel good. They're called the feel good hormones. They make you feel good during sex. So, phenethylamine will help to release the endorphins, and these hormones help you feel good, really feel good during sex. So that's why chocolate itself is an aphrodisiac. So for me, I usually say, do you know why on Valentine's Day people give out chocolate? Chocolate is an aphrodisiac. It has phenethylamine. Phenethylamine helps to produce endorphins, and endorphins are hormones really that are produced during sex that help you to feel good, or even before sex. So that those feel good hormones that are what leads to chocolate's aphrodisiac properties, because they help your body feel good even before sex. Yeah. So another thing is that chocolate contains estrogen-like hormone. It mimics estrogen. So estrogen is the primary sex hormone in women. So it's the baseline. Without estrogen, you'll have dry sex, you'll have painful sex, you won't ovulate. So fertility will also be an issue, but also you won't be lubricated. And also the secondary sex characteristics like the growth of the hips and then the nyash and all those things are as a result of estrogen. So chocolate helps to mimic estrogen. So it's can I say fools? Yeah, it fools the body to think that we have estrogen, and then it will produce the estrogen like effect. So you'll have increased lubrication during intercourse, you won't have painful sex, you'll be in the mood for sex. So it's the primary sex hormone. Without estrogen, a woman isn't able to enjoy sex. Okay, then the other thing is that it has theobromine. Now, theobromine is similar to caffeine. Theobromine is similar to caffeine, and theobromine will help to relax the blood vessels, allowing for blood to flow to the genital area. So when blood flows to the genital area of a lady, it leads to clitoral sensitivity, and that area is really it's sensitive and easily aroused. When the clitoris is aroused, it even becomes increases in size. It becomes erect and really. And women, by the way, were made to enjoy sex, because it's us ladies who God created to have an organ that has no other function other than pleasure. The clitoris has no other function other than sexual pleasure. So take note of that. Theobromine has caffeine-like properties. It will relax the blood vessels, allowing blood to flow into the clitoral area, making it easy for pleasure and arousal. Since the clitoris's purpose is for pleasure, its main purpose is pleasure. It has no reproductive function. That's why in some cultures they cut it. It's basically for pleasure. Okay, it has caffeine. The other thing that theobromine does is it's stimulant. It makes you responsive. It makes the woman responsive. I'm a lady to sexual stimuli and be stimulated easily. It keeps you alert, and then also it gives you energy and also increases libido because it will increase your testosterone levels. Yes. So chocolate, the chocolate component does all this. The milk chocolate component does all this. It's in Q7 chocolate. Q7 chocolate is really like a chocolate, and you can give it to your spouse like a chocolate. I don't know, but you can even discuss about it. You can take it like a chocolate. You can, in order to improve your sex life, there should be really communication between you and your partner. You can easily take it for those people who maybe are afraid for one reason or another. It's just a chocolate. You can just take it. It's a chocolate with all these natural ingredients that are helping you improve your sex life and have a great sex life. And like that person told us, maybe your spouse would add daily allowance. Okay, so then we have vegetable oils. So vegetable oils, really, these are fats that are good fat. So because they are good fat, when you increase the amount of good fat, the bad fat that blocks the blood vessels and blocks the flow of blood to the clitoral area is removed. So vegetable oils will help to really remove the bad fat and so when you increase the amount of good fat, the scale is off balance, and then the bad fat will reduce, and then therefore improved blood flow to the clitoral area, therefore improved pleasure, arousal, and also intensity of orgasms. So the other thing is skimmed milk. So skimmed milk is usually non-fat milk, and what skimmed milk does is that it's a very good source of testosterone hormone. We women also need testosterone hormone because it helps with things like libido. It helps with things like libido basically, and giving you the desire for sex for a woman. So skimmed milk is a very good source of testosterone. So therefore, a woman's desire for sex is done. Let me just do a little recap. There are very many things that really disturb a woman's desire for sex. Women who are on oral contraceptives of hormonal family planning methods really have a low libido or low desire for sex, and sometimes really have dryness because the aim for the family planning, in order to prevent the birth, for a woman from getting pregnant, is to really prevent ovulation from taking place. And we need estrogen for ovulation to take place. And this estrogen that makes ovulation takes place is the same estrogen that helps a woman sexually. So what the hormonal family planning methods usually do is that they are full of progesterone. So when you increase the amount of progesterone, estrogen levels reduce. But the side effect of that is that you will have the lubrication will reduce, the desire for sex will reduce. So there are very many working mothers, working wives, who really yes, they need to child space. They need to child space in order to have children that they can really take care of. But they also need to enjoy sex. So they can still stay on their hormonal family planning, but at the same time, they can use this chocolate to help with the sexual part because they suffer from sexual dysfunctions, like I've said. Then the other thing is breastfeeding mothers, though this chocolate shouldn't be given to breastfeeding mothers, but also breastfeeding reduces a woman's libido. Why? When you have an increase, the hormone that makes you breastfeed is called prolactin. It's the one that helps produce breast milk. But guess what? This prolactin reduces testosterone and estrogen. That's why when you're exclusively breastfeeding, it's very hard for you to get pregnant. Guess what? Because you're not ovulating, because when there is a lot of prolactin in circulation, estrogen levels are down, and so is testosterone levels also are down. So you will have no desire for sex, but also the sex will kind of be a bit dry and all these other things. The other thing that women experience are women who are stress and anxiety. It really affects us ladies. For example, a crying child will really switch you off compared to a man. Maybe the door being open and the fear of your child coming in will really stress you more compared to a man. Also other treatments also will reduce your libido, but also as age really affects us, because when you're menopause, you really have low or next to none estrogen levels. You've stopped ovulating, therefore you've stopped, the cervical mucus is dry, thin, and therefore you even have painful sex. So menopausal women also have a need for these chocolates. So those are some. There are very many things that cause a low libido in women. Then some women have a condition called hyperactive sexual disorder, like sexual desire disorder, like they just have naturally low libido hormones. So these are some of the things that affect. And for women, you find that if a woman now goes through menopause, she will obviously have issues with her sexual function, whereas a man above 50 will still have a better sex drive than women. But when a woman goes through menopause, her estrogen is down, and at the same time, also the testosterone that's responsible for libido has halved. Already, it's less than that of a man, but already it also has become half, and therefore, those are the things that will cause issues for a woman. So I just wanted us to I just wanted to recap on that, and then we continue. So far we've looked at the ingredients in the chocolate, we've looked at the chocolate itself, we've looked at the glucose, we've looked at skimmed milk, and then we've looked at the skimmed milk. So let us look at the vegetable oils. So let's look at the epimedium extract in women. The epimedium extract in women, which is honey goat wheat. The reason in Asia they observed that ancient Asia they observed that goats that would take this honey goat wheat, there is a way they would really be. They would start. How can I say it? They became more horny, honey goat wheat, like the name itself. So what does honey goat wheat in women do? So honey goat wheat is really very good for stimulating women, libido in women. It encourages blood flow to the clitoris. You see, the clitoris, also the genital area, the clitoris is just like a penis. It has the same spongy tissue like a penis. It has the same things. So when you increase blood flow to the clitoris, it becomes erect. And it's, for us women, we are lucky that penis is multifunctional, but our clitoris is basically just for pleasure and enjoyment. So when you improve blood flow to the clitoris, you heighten sexual pleasure, and also the intensity of the orgasms increase, and another thing. So it mimics testosterone. Testosterone is the libido hormone in women. It balances hormonal function without producing hormones. So honey goat wheat has the capability of balancing up hormonal levels minus being a hormone. So it won't cause you the side effects of being a hormone, but then it will balance up the levels. Then also helpful in women experiencing menopausal symptoms and to downplay the menopausal symptoms. It will encourage and balance up estrogen levels, so it will boost up the estrogen levels. In a lady, estrogen is the primary sex hormone. So that's honey goat wheat for you in women. Very, very helpful. So the other component in the Q7 chocolate for women, is I talked sorry about that. Is sesame seeds. Sesame seeds are a good source of zinc. Zinc boosts testosterone levels, and it's an antioxidant. Makes you feel good, but at the same time, it boosts testosterone levels, and testosterone is for libido. So then we have ginger in it. Ginger, tangawizi. Ginger increases blood flow to the pelvic floor, to the genital area, and also it's an aphrodisiac, so it makes you have that euphoric feeling, the feeling of like having sex. So it will it also increases the ability of a woman to orgasm or reach climax naturally. So instead of a woman trying to, maybe, I don't know, I don't know how artificially you can reach orgasm faking it. Instead of a woman faking it, it's ginger. The ginger, when it's all mixed with these properties, will help the woman achieve climax naturally. So Q7 chocolate, you are a lady out there, you can use it. One of the people I trained like really was like, man, so that's it. And also we've had very many testimonies from very many clients that take this Q7 chocolate for women. You can get it at any Vine pharmaceutical outlet near you. Bye bye. Have a lovely, 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 lovely day, night, week, weekend, depending on the time that you're watching this. Bye bye.